been a lot of focus on me, and we haven't talked about Jesse's man.
We've had some bumps in the road. That's 2 kids, and they were both here before me. He didn't have any kids when we first met. Both babies were already baking. We got serious. She was pregnant with the second one, Mia.
Is your wig squeezing your brain too tight, heifer?
Okay. Jacqueline, if you have questions, I'm more than happy to answer.
Is it that serious?
I was totally offended, though, when you of all people, dragging drug dealer. Why is it me of all people? You have a very colorful past.
Yeah.
It's your first not. Okay, so Sonas is fine.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keep, and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, and I have some questions. And we're going to talk about Watch Happens Live. I have a bigger question. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
All right, y'all. I just want to say that I had such a great weekend celebrating one of my, my new friends that I've actually made here in DC. Her name is Alex. Happy birthday to you, Alex. And Janae, thank you for inviting me, girl. You already know you did your big one. But yeah, I want to talk about Potomac. And I also want to give a shout out to you guys. Friend, tell me why we hit 2K. So I'm so excited for us hitting 2K. Definitely want to deliver more and give back to you guys. So I'm trying to do some type of drawing. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm going to post it. Y'all figure it out. We're going to get it, give back. Yeah, so I hope by the end of this month, I'm going to do like a raffle or something, like maybe get $50 back to like you guys. I'm going to do like a spin the wheel thing, and we'll see who wins it. Yeah. But yeah, I do have questions. So you already know, Karen was sitting down at the couch as Stacey basically told her that the girl said that she should go to rehab, quote unquote. And Karen agreed to go to rehab. And Karen's like, I didn't do anything of such. I never said that. But what I do know is, Mia has been in rehab herself. The girl was on opioids, addicted.
Mia has been through rehab herself. Mia started the joint practice because she had an opioid addiction.
Baby!
What?
God damn it, Karen!
What?
So everybody's like, Karen, you know what? On that note, I'm about to go change for this whatever we got going on. So everybody was just like, oh, Karen, girl, oh, it's too much. And even Stacey was like, okay, at this point, like, we're just pulling anything out, right? But it is what it is, right? Wendy's basically upstairs. She's saying, look, it's my birthday. I really can care less of what's going on. I don't really have the time. Don't really give a fuck, right? So as all the girls are getting ready to go out, before the ladies go out, they're over here at the pool and they're just talking and bonding. Or a little like throwback of Ashley talk about her and her sons, and Stacey basically says like, I really admire you for, putting your life out there, getting divorced. When is your divorce gonna be? So Ashley said, we should be divorced, but then, once we find a settlement, then we'll be over here divorced like within 3 months. It's gonna be really quick, really fast. Mind you, this was recorded probably, let's say, 7 months ago. Ashley still ain't divorced. So yeah, and Stacey, she's right in the beginning of it, but Stacey on Watch What Happens Live said, at the end of the day, I'll be divorced before Ashley do. I'm like, damn. Giselle comes back. Jazzy is over here in the kitchen just doing her makeup. Giselle comes in like, girl, what is going on? What happened?
Basing their business off of ex-drug dealing money. It's been a lot.
Who is business funded by drug dealers?
Hey.
And Jesse was like, what do you want to know? You want to know about the fight that happened before, or the fight that happened in the middle, or the one that happened at the end? And Giselle was like, hold on, fill me in. She was like, well, Kiana started crying. They talked about her scar, this and the third. So Ashley walks up and she was like, wait, Ashley. So she was just telling me about you mentioning something about Jazzy's scar. And Ashley was like, yeah, the girl was over here crying, hysterical, did not know it was a sore topic, but and then Giselle was like, okay, but you could clearly see the scar on her forehead, so.
And if she actually had a scar or something like that.
It's obviously on her forehead.
Well, I asked Ashley, did she wear glasses?
And even if Giselle's saying that, like, Ashley, you're being messy at that point. But Mia comes down, all the other girls come, and everybody's over here looking cute. Mia lets them know, like, we're gonna go to the joint. Charlotte, the Queen City, has molded me into the bitch that I am, and I'm so excited to show you guys around. So, everybody's over here traveling to the joint, and as they're in the Sprinter car, we're talking about Stacey and TJ.
That's the back of his head. That's gotta be him. What's he been on? A whole bunch of things. ER. Okay, this is NCI.
And they're like, okay, what does TJ do? And they were like, oh yeah, you know, TJ's an actor. He's been on plenty of shows. He's been on what, Bold and Beautiful, on ER, Grey's Anatomy. And then Wendy's like, oh, he was an extra, right?
Now, Wendy.
That's right.
Like, he does extra work?
So she was like, no, he actually had roles, like, you know, that he did his big one. So she was just like, yeah, well, you know, we've been together, we've been seeing each other for a year, but you know, we're not intimate. We're devout Christians, so we're not intimate at all. And Giselle like, what do you mean, like you're not intimate? Like you are not having sex? And she was like, no, we're not having sex at all. And then Giselle was like, okay. So I have some questions. So he's not doing anything. She was like, nope, he don't want to do anything. And she was like, it's more so on his part than mine. Like, you know, I felt Stacey's ready over here getting to the sack. But finally pull up to the joint, everybody gets out, all the girls looking cute, and they're over here talking about, Mia comes in like, this is one of my properties. These are one of my 22 properties that I have done sold at this point. And you know, is Dr. McDaddy here? And the guy was like, no, I'm Dr. Chad. He's not here. He's in Virginia. Woo, woo, woo. So Mia's basically talking about the little history about, you know, oh, I have done this. I'm my entrepreneur spirit and this and third. And I'm thinking like, as Mia is talking, doing her thing, cool, you know, girl, shout out to you. I'm just thinking she is fucking lying. Because she came into the show basically saying that Gordon was the one who had properties and he assigned her to be over these properties. She always said, I'm the CEO, making us think that she's the CEO of the joint when she's not. And then, like, I'm over here with Kiana, like, girl, why are we here? And everybody's just sitting here like, we're not even getting like massages. We're not even getting like adjusted. Why are we here? We don't know. By any means, right? And Jazzy's like, girl, I admire your entrepreneur spirit. I'm like, Jazzy, shut up. Forgot to talk about Ashley Darby doing her new song. Yeah, she said she did like an EDM type beat. I like the beat. No, but Ashley, please stick with being a socialite. Stick with being a mama. Stick with being pretty. Those are three things, girl, you do well. Being a socialite, being a mama, and being pretty. Girl, music is not your thing. I feel like that's another reason why Ashley didn't like Candace, was because when Candace came into the scene, not only was she a pageant winner, she did music and actually became successful off of it. Ashley, I just feel like Ashley was just jealous of Candace. And on top of that, Ashley, you're kind of tone deaf. Don't hate me. All going out to lunch, and they're basically talking amongst like what happened earlier that day. And first of all, it's crazy how these last 3 episodes was really from one day. But Giselle basically says, you know, Kiana, I know you had an incident about the whole situation with your scar. How do you feel about that?
I said I'm sorry earlier.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, great.
It was actually just piggybacking off of Mia.
And then, you know, Giselle tells Ashley, like, you should apologize. And Ashley like, well, you know, I have apologized. Kiana's like, well, you know, I know Ashley, she was just piggyback off of what messy ass Mia was saying. And then Kiana basically told her, like, at the end of the day, Mia, you want to sit up here and talk about my past and me being in the streets or whatever have you, or whoever I dated was in the streets, but you have a very colorful past. So for you to want to talk about me is crazy. And when Mia's like, oh, me of all people? Why is that? And like she said, you have a colorful past. What do you talk about? And she was like, look, I was a stripper. I know I was a stripper. And she was like, well, that doesn't mean I was over here in the streets selling any drugs. And then Kiara was like, okay, selling ass ain't any different.
It's sold drugs. Okay, but it was obviously pressing for you to bring up. It's clearly pressing. Being a stripper is not. Okay, so selling ass is fine.
I'm like, yeah. You hear Jacqueline at the end of the table like, yeah, you know, I'm working out. I'm really getting fit. I lost 15 pounds, so I feel stronger than ever. They're like, is that for Karen? And I'm just like, it's the subtle undertone of y'all think that this girl is going to attack this 61-year-old woman is crazy. Like the undertone of like, what y'all think, she's going to slap shit out of Karen? Girl, if you can't handle her mouth,
stop coming for her.
I think that's kind of simple, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be tripping. But everybody gets back to the house. They said, look, we're going to have a night out. Everybody wears your sexiest red. Woo, 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 woo. So everybody's dressed up in red. Wendy's over here in white because it's her birthday. But they get into the freaking spinner, talk about marry, shag, kill, or marry, fuck, kill. Stacey's like, I don't say the F word. That's just kind of just very, aggressive. I don't like saying the F word. What about making love? We could say making love. Stacey is very much, stiff, very much uptight. And I mean, look at what she did for work. She always had to be very much prim and proper for her job. So I think it makes sense. So they're over here talking about, oh, I would sleep with you. I think Kiana got the most marry. Jacqueline obviously got the most kills. And Mia got the most, I think Ty with Ashley maybe. But Wendy's talking about, yeah, I would sleep with Giselle. I'm like, girl, here we go with the pandering, child. But to each his own, whatever. So they get at the table and they started, so they go out and they basically are talking about, I appreciate you, I appreciate you, I appreciate you. Wendy, everybody does the salutations to Wendy.
I never felt like people would celebrate me. Oh, come on now. It's so funny because y'all met me at 35.
About, how she is coming to this group, and really, I feel like Wendy has, this season so far, is very much, Wendy can sit back and really enjoy her time, because since season 5, Wendy has been into it with at least someone. She was into it with Karen and Ashley, season 5. Season 6, she was over here into it with Mia. Season 7, it continued with Mia and all the other girls. And then season 8, it was over here Nneka. And now it seems like she has some type of relaxing. She could just sit back and just relax. So shout out to Wendy. Stacey also gives salutation to Ashley for being open to talk about her divorce and navigating that whole situation. But Stacey also says, we've been talking a lot about me. Jassy.
There's been a lot of focus on me, and we haven't talked about Jesse's man.
What's going on with you, girl? And I was just like, ooh, y'all supposed to be cool, but you really just put me on the hot spot. But cool, that's fine. So Jesse's just like, yeah, me and my man, we're doing really good right now. We're in a great spot. He loves me. And, he has kids. I mean, Kiana brought that up. He has kids. But it's one of those things where the kids were before me. His kids love him. But then she started talking about the timeline with the other baby mamas, and I feel like this is the third time that she's done this.
He has 2 kids, and they were both here before me. He didn't have any kids when we first met. The person was already pregnant. Both babies were already baking, or already there.
She's trying to put herself here and put the baby mamas here, and at some point, she's like, the other women there was nobody before him. I am the only and the one. I'm the alpha, the omega. I am all that, which is fine. You got the man, girl. Ain't nobody trying to take him. I mean,
and turned 1 a month ago. Okay. Jacqueline, if you have questions, I'm more than happy to answer.
To the whole timeline, and it was funny because Kiana also brought up, she was like, yeah, I dated a man in the industry, and I know how it is when people are cheating on their, spouses. And she brought that up because Jazzy was like, yeah, he had a baby. We started dating. And then 3 months later, I found out that he had a 1-year-old, and then there was another baby that was on the way. And then it was just a lot. And it was just like, so is there a low overlap? Were you being cheated on? So that's what prompted Kiana to be like, well, I've been cheated on, and I was over here in a situation where my man had twins. He got 2 girls pregnant, I'm assuming, but the babies were born on the same day, or there's 2 sets of twins. We don't know. She didn't really explain. But Mia was like, okay, what team did he play on?
2 women pregnant at the same time. They happen to be twins. I dreamt about it. I seen the twins. Can you tell me what team he played for? Leave me alone, Mia.
And Kiana was just like, girl, mind your business. She was like, no, I want to know what team he played on, because we might have dated the same man at the same time, girl. So Kiana was like, she paid her dust, but Mia was like, was it the Baltimore Ravens? I'm like, ooh, messy, because you don't want to put nobody's identity out there, so why would she say it? And anyway, they were gonna bleep it out anyway, so why would we try to make that a topic of discussion, especially when Mia's over here sleeping with 2 men anyway? But who knows? Like Mia said, she put the thing down her throat, said, this is how you keep 2 men. She put a bottle this size down her throat. Now she didn't put the whole bottle, but she put that part. But and then, like I said before, what made everybody walk off and continue their day was Jacqueline. Jacqueline just come out the woodworks with the stupid shit. Like, girl, who's talking to you? Nobody. Right? But Stacy. Stacy went to watch her Happens Live. Looks phenomenal. Looks gorgeous. Titties was there. Perfection. She was there with Luann. The clubhouse guest behind the bar. TJ. What the fuck do you got on? Sorry, I can see your nipples. That shirt was very, 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 very.
I was trying to be nice, but you look a mess.
But like I said, I'm never going to try to put somebody like, oh, he's this, he's that. It's none of my business. But that was. I feel like he might be leaning into the joke. Who knows? But y'all, let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Jazzy's a little bit delusional? Y'all think Stacy, she need to get her back cracked? What about that shirt with TJ? But y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Where I keep LG black you. Bet you didn't know we the holy